Hello, it's World Wide Web, Wednesday, December 21st, 2022. Steve Sipress here, and I believe it was over the weekend or maybe just before that Donald Trump launched his now infamous NFT series. So, a whole bunch of stuff about this. Look it up somewhere if you want. A bunch of business lessons in it, but basically, supposedly, I mean, with all the hubbub going on in the cryptocurrency, blockchain, online marketplace of stuff, thanks to the Sam Bankman fraud, FTX deal, and Bitcoin is having a just been down for months anyway, and so it was assumed that NFTs, which were dead. I mean, pretty much, at least for the time being. I mean, volume of trading way down. Anyway, bottom line, apparently Trump supposedly said, he was planning to launch his NFT series and release something like 45,000 of these NFTs to the public. And as from what I understand, he just decided this market sucks. Forget it. Let's just get out of it. Let's blow them all out for 99 bucks times 45,000. So bring in $4.5 million, which he did in 12 hours. They all sold out. So he brought in $4.5 million. Not a big deal, but better than just saying, forget about it, don't do anything. But what happened almost instantly was the secondary market went crazy. And so people had bought these for 99 bucks and were instantly selling them for $400, $500, $600. I read an article today by some guy who actually follows this closely. Wow, get a life. But anyway, he said the highest price one went for $680, and the lowest price one as of today was still selling for $250. And he said this article said the secondary market, after everyone purchased initially for 99, but then the resale market is already up to $8.7 million on resales of these, and apparently still going strong. If the smallest one is over 2.5 times the original value. So Trump being Trump, there you go. So if you ask me, a few lessons here. Number one is, well, let's just, I'll just do a couple. NFTs. So supposedly the feeling was the NFT market is dead, but here's the thing. Low quality NFTs, just like low quality anything, pretty much dead. And I'm not talking about the quality of the artwork or anything with the Trump thing. I'm just talking about the big Trump name. So when there's something that is done, this launch is done right. It was done with scarcity. There's only this number of them. So instantly when they sell out, the resale market can take over. If he said, I'm going to print unlimited number of these, I don't think anyone would be buying them for $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, $700. If they could just wait and buy them for 99 or maybe less if Trump decides later to do a sale or something. So scarcity used by Trump extremely successfully. Second of all is think quality in everything you do in your business. Think quality. Quality never goes out of style. Quality is the easiest thing to sell. I made that decision. My father was in sales, so he taught me long ago, and I made that decision when I joined a Yellow Pages publisher, now about over 15 years ago. And there were several, this is in Chicago, there are several different Yellow Page directories like they are in most large cities. There's a whole bunch in Chicago because that's where the original Yellow Pages was founded, like, I don't know, 110, 120 years ago now, or more, maybe 125 years ago. And I mean, there is like the main directory, the phone book, the one that goes out free to everybody. And then that was the R.H. Donnelly. Later on, they sold to Dex, that book. And I think that company went bankrupt 3 or 4 times, so whatever. But then there was the Yellow Book, which is a Yellow Pages. It's a yellow directory, but it's not the actual official phone book carrier directory. And then there were many. There was the Russian Yellow Pages and the Christian Yellow Page, the this and the that. There's all these different minor Yellow Page books. But I would go around, and the rates I, of course, went to work for the actual official carrier Yellow Page book, right? Where our rates were, I think, usually over twice the rate of the Yellow book, which people were confused, thought they were the same thing. So we would get asked all the time. I would, and other reps told me they did. Why are your rates so much higher? See, that's the question the salesperson wants. You want to sell quality in your business because that's the question you want. Why are your prices higher than any other? I don't want the opposite question. I don't want someone to ask me, why are your prices so cheap? You know, why does your thing suck so bad that you have a lower price than anybody? I don't want that. I want the price coming, why is your thing so expensive? Oh, you want to know? Let me tell you why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20. Here's 30 reasons why. And bottom line, I used to tell, I said, look, don't you think the two people that run the two different books know the other book's rates? Like, so the Yellow book sits there in a meeting every year and they go, here are the rates of the official R.H. Donnelly directory. Well, obviously, we can't get anybody to pay us that amount. Our book sucks compared to that one. The only way we could get people advertising our inferior, crappy book would be to have like rates like half the price. Let's get our sales reps out there. Maybe they can sell these ads, and they definitely did. The book was a big, thick book. It worked. Like, we can sell it for half the price. So that's the story I would tell. If they thought they could get you better leads, or you'd make more money with it, they could charge higher rates, but they know they can't. So that's why they have to have a lower rate. We have the quality book. So if you want, go into that book and run your ad for whatever, $500 a month, and hopefully you get a few calls, or pay $1,000 a month, and you know you're going to kick total butt, especially with the ad that I make up. And in fact, if you want my help with ads, I have made up dozens and dozens, hundreds, probably hundreds of ads that have brought in more than $1 million in revenue, sometimes 10, 15, 20, $50 million in revenue over the years. So I put up a website, mymilliondollarad.com. If you would like to get your own $1 million ad, that I would either coach you and instruct you and help you, consult with you of how to create the ad, or if you want, we can talk about me just doing it all and creating it all for you. And I never start with the secret is I never start with a blank piece of paper, since I have created hundreds and hundreds of multi-million-dollar ads over the years. That's where I start, with the template. And then it's pretty easy to put in your phone number and a few details about your company, and here's a winning ad, and it's pretty much like printing money. So mymilliondollarad.com if you want help with that. But anyway, the bottom line is you want quality. So if NFTs in general not selling well and the market is dead and people aren't buying or selling and whatever, that's because people put out a lot of crummy NFT. It's just some kind of online digital art, which of course the whole thing is a speculative, no real value, crazy thing. I mean, I can look at any image I want on my computer or on my phone anytime, right? So what's with the I own that one? Well, it's only for speculation purposes, and Trump did it right. Did it all at once with lunch, did it with scarcity, and of course the big Trump name, love him or hate him, it's a big name, right? In fact, that's the whole key, is whether you love him or hate him, there's very little in between. So there's a lot of motion around it. Anyway, the Trump, what do you call them? Trumpers, Trump fanatics, Trump followers, Trump fans, whatever they are. Clearly there's enough of them that they scarfed up 45,000 of those things for $100 a piece in less than 12 hours. And now they're buying and selling them for already almost double what the initial sale was. So, I grew up in New York, and so I followed Trump from pretty much his beginning, getting in the limelight. So it's been at least 40 years I followed the guy, and so I never met him. Obviously don't know him personally, but from what I know of Trump, he's kicking himself going like, oh, see, I told you, I should have priced him at $2.99. I should have, He's upset that people are making money and he didn't. He only made the 4.5 million, and others are making millions more and likely to go on for a long time. Anyway, that's the main lesson. that I take from this and that I'm sharing with you today on World Wide Web Wednesday is quality. Always, if you ask me, you want to sell quantity. And if you get my help, my consulting, or you go to helpfromsteve.com and I help you out. My strategies don't work very well with the high volume, low quality model of business. Not that there's anything wrong. McDonald's, Walmart, these are some of the Coca-Cola, these are some of the most successful, biggest money-making businesses there are. But my strategies are more than, instead of fast food, my strategies are more like a fine dining, right? Smaller place, much higher quality of product and service, much higher price. That's what I'm all about. So I'm not not excited about $45,099 things. I would rather sell 5 things for 100,000 a piece or $1 million a piece or whatever the heck the numbers add up to. I think it's 5 for $1 million. But anyway, that'll do it for World Wide Web Wednesday. Thanks everyone watching live. Thanks for people watching on the replay. It's been fun today, and I'll be back again tomorrow to do it all over again on Throwback Thursday. Until then, over and out. Bye-bye.